Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our YouTube channel. I hope that this video is going to find you well wherever you are. After the Prime Minister of Haiti had made several decisions, talking or pleading with the United Nations to find helps on the gang which regroup themselves in Haiti, but now it has reached to dead on arrival, and they have actually resigned. It means that there is a very tremendous move on the issue of gang regrouping in Haiti community. This is the breaking news we are having at this moment, that Haiti's unelected prime minister reportedly resigned. This only comes, ladies and gentlemen, a day when we saw the Prime Minister of Haiti had pleaded with President Ruto on the issue of security. And there was also a clash at the Supreme Court when President Ruto issued his command on the police deployment to Haiti. Again, Ruto himself, the president, agreed and signed agreement with the Haitian Prime Minister. But now we are seeing the gang blocked him, and after that he actually ended up resigning. In today's analysis, we want to find some of the reason behind this movement. Why do you think Henry have made such kind of a decision? But before I do that, I want to appreciate you so much for the support you always offer to this channel, because if it was not your support, then this channel could have not reached to where it is as at now. And if this might be your first time watching me at Zion Kenya TV YouTube channel, I request you just take a 1 second and click the subscription button and subscribe to our channel. After you subscribe, like this video, watch, share, and give us your opinion. And to the new subscribers, I also want to recognize you and appreciate you so much, because if it was not your support, this channel could have not reached to where it is as at now. This is what is now happening as I'm just displaying it on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me as I am reading it, though it is wrong, but just bear with me. Haiti's Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, has agreed to resign. The Chess of the Caribbean group of countries has said, following weeks of mounting pressure and increasing violence to the country. It comes after regional leaders met in Jamaica on Monday to discuss a political transition in Haiti. Mr. Henry is currently stranded in Puerto Rico after being prevented by armed gangs from entering home. He had led the country since the former president's assassination in July 2021. We are still proceeding. Speaking following the meeting in Kingston, Caribbean Community Chair and Kenyan President Afan Ali said, "We acknowledge his resignation upon the establishment of traditional presidential council of naming of interim prime minister." Henry, armed gangs have controlled the streets of the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince in recent days, demanding the resignation of the elected prime minister. So that is what is now happening in Haiti. But as if that is not enough, Kithure Kindiki is coming out and trying to give the people of Haitians another hope. Let's take a look and listen to whatever Kithure Kindiki is saying.
The status is as you know it. There was a small court matter. That small matter has been resolved. Because the court said we needed to have a reciprocal agreement with Haiti. That reciprocal agreement has already been signed about a week ago. So we are now in the pre-deployment stage. All the other programs are in place, including the status of forces agreement and the laws on detention, arrests, and other enforcement measures are now in place. The standard operation procedures are in place, and Kenyan police officers will be just part of the multinational security mission in Haiti. Kenya is the lead nation, but there are so many other countries that have pledged to contribute troops. And this came from the mandate of the United Nations.
That is Kithure Kindiki coming out with another hope that the people of Haitians must now be rescued. Big question here, ladies and gentlemen, is that how are they going to rescue the people of Haitians? Yet the Prime Minister himself have made a resignation. How is it going to be possible? This is a clear indication that our police officers immediately they are going to be deployed to Haiti. It is going to the end result is going to be death. Because you cannot tell me, someone who is sober-minded, that you want to go to Haiti, yet even they assassinated the president, their own president, and the result was death. And the same also Prime Minister have resigned. The reason why Prime Minister Henry have resigned is because number one, he fears his life. Number two, this is now too much. The gang are regrouping themselves day in, day out, and they cannot control them easily. So this is the best moment him to resign. Then lastly, the third point here, Henry have talked to the United Nations. In fact, Kenya were among the countries which were selected by the United States of America. If we recall, a few weeks ago, I did the analysis on the United States of America withdrawing their police officers to from the residents of Haitians. And as our president is still insisting, and Kindiki himself is coming out, you know, Kindiki is the cabinet interior security, and is coming out clearly from that video I've just displayed, that is going to deploy the police officers. Yet the resident in Haitians right now, Haiti is very, very dangerous. No one is even allowed to enter. The United Nations have also, some people have withdrawn their police officers. For instance, in the US, as they are the most superpower people known in the world, why now taking the police deploying the police officers from our country? It means that this deal have failed. The US wanted to mount pressure on Africans' police officers and withdraw their police officers because they only had interest on the oil and mineral resources from the Haiti. But because the gang are very superior, superpowered, there's some people, there's secret force behind the gangs. And that is why it has forced the Prime Minister, Henry, to resign. As much as the country, the United Nations are trying to create peace, ladies and gentlemen, it is now the good time for us to pray for the resident in Haiti. As much as we try to analyze and find the reason why the Prime Minister have resigned, this is very unfortunate and it is very sad. Any person in this world never born to resign from leadership. But because we end up not agreeing to each other, because we love ourselves human beings failure, it has reached to an extent of Mr. Henry to quit the office of the Prime Minister, which is very sad. Let's wait and see the outcome on how it is going to be concluded. Are this country or other countries going to be reunited for instance, our country Kenya, and the rest in Africa, to still continue helping the people of Haiti. This marks the end of our analysis. As I want to appreciate you so much, kindly consider to subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch our videos, like, share, and give us your opinion. Thank you very much, and may you have a blessed day.